What is up, Jit? It is I, Meatball Jit, saying what's up, checking back in. Raider week 3 has been completed, so we're going to go over some of the footage and talk about some of the training for myself. Before we get started, just want to say I'm not a professional. Nothing that I say is medical or professional advice, just a kid having fun lifting some weights. Now begins the training footage. This is 195 for 12. I had a spotter. One thing to note on this bench press session, the last set that I have is actually 155 for 11. So I came short and my 85% weight was 165. So I did two sets of 165 for 12 with a pause. And then on the last set, 155, I only got 11. I backed down the weight because I could tell I wasn't going to make it. Not so much else to note on the bench session. For push ups this week, I got the first set 14 and the second set 15. I remember my shoulder bothering me. But I think what I talked about last week to fix my shoulder has been working. It has been feeling better. My last incline session wasn't perfect, or I guess this incline session for week 3, it wasn't perfect, but it felt a lot better. So I'm excited to do that week 4. Now I'm talking in the present. My next incline session, I'm excited to see how it feels. But yeah, we're just gonna let this clip finish out. You can see that even though I chose a lighter weight on this set, I was pushing it to failure, and I think I cut out me getting folded. But here we go. That's the last one, and then that's it. Now we are going to get into the deadlift day. I was on vacation, but that did not stop me from getting my grind on. This gym was not the best. It didn't have the best equipment. There's some exercises that I ended up just skipping. Um, Even though it sounds horrible, I was on vacation, I was still getting that work in. It's whatever to me. So for the deadlift, the top set was 285 for 9. Typically, I would use straps, especially this weight with that amount of reps, but I didn't have the straps on vacation, so I did the best I can. You can see in the video I switched grip, but then for the back downs, we're doing two sets of 245 for 9, trying to do a pause around the knee area. Just been experimenting with that, seeing how that's going. So after the deadlifts, I did pull ups and I did 9, 8, 7 for sets 1, 2, and 3. So next week, just trying to bring each of those up. Inverted row, I got 3 sets of 15 again. This is still just a good hypertrophy exercise. I could increase the reps, so I think what I'm going to do is do 2 sets of 15 and then do AMRAP on the third set. Going to experiment with that. Had to skip the hamstring curl. The closest thing that they had was a leg press. And so I just did some leg press. And then I was able to do my Bulgarian split squat. This week I moved up the weight to 45 pounds and I was able to do 2 sets of 12. This is great. So next week we're going to do 50-pound dumbbells and see if we can get 2 sets of 12 again, or just see what we can do. So this set on the deadlift, I'm pausing a bit at the knee, you can see. And yeah, I think this just makes it harder. It's going to make me get more out of less weight. Probably going to help me on lockout and stuff like that. And I think it could definitely help my form. I think my deadlift form could use some work. Uh, Bracing is going to be longer. So that'll, help the abs and such. But most importantly, I've been feeling good, been feeling healthy as far as it comes to deadlifts. The only thing really bothering me is my shoulder. Now we're going to get into the incline day. This is when my shoulder bothers me the most. Something about this front delt plane of motion on my right shoulder has just not been agreeing with me. So going into this incline session, I was like a little bit hesitant, just like not expecting how it was going to go. Is it going to be good now that I did the pull ups? Is it going to be bad just because it's been bad the last 2, 3 weeks? But here's how it went. So here's 160 for 12. We did this last week, but on my last back down last week of 135, I only got 10 reps. So just wanted to try and do the 160 for 12 top set and then 3 back down sets of 135 for 12 with a nice pause. And I didn't even achieve that, believe it or not. On my second back down out of the three back downs, I only got 11 reps and I did fail. I don't have this on video, but you can see there I have these nice pins at this nice gym that doesn't have much equipment, and they have this nice squat rack. So I was able to be safe while I was lifting alone, but on my last back down, I was able to get the 12 reps, so that was super cool. Something I didn't mention about my bench session was that there was no reverse pec deck, so we were just doing rear delt flies with the dumbbells the whole way, and the progress on that has been good. On hammer curls, we moved up to a new weight. We were taking it easy, doing the 40s for 3 sets of 8, and dips felt a lot better on my shoulder, and then this incline session felt a lot better on my shoulder. So just gonna keep doing our pull-ups. I think that's the key right there. For the lateral raise on the cable, they didn't have 10 pounds, so I decided to go lighter, more reps rather than heavier, less reps. So next incline session, we'll just do the 10 pounds and continue our progress. And because I was so in pain last week on my incline dumbbell press, I reduced the weight, but I was able to perform a lot better because I was feeling better. I don't know if you know what time it is, but I know exactly what time it is. Big booty Judies come out of the woodwork. It's big booty galore up in this bit. It's squat day. We're still at this new gym on vacation, so it'll be that same rack you saw from before. But last week's squat was 9 reps at RPE 8, and I did 285 for 9. This week was 9 reps at RPE 7, so I decided to do 280 for 9, and then my back downs were 2 sets of 235 for 9. Trying to pause in the hole. I feel like in the video it doesn't look like much of a pause, but in my head it felt like a good pause. So I think in the future I'm gonna, instead of just doing like a 1 second count, I think I might do a double count. So I will admit, doing legs at this gym was tough. Like I mentioned on the deadlift day, no hamstring curl thing. All they had was cables, some free weights. They had like these posts to do dips on, so I was able to do dips. And they have the leg press. That's the only machine they have other than cables is a leg press. So after the squat, to mimic the chest supported row, I just set up the incline bench, leaned forward on it, and grabbed dumbbells. My first set, I used 50-pound dumbbells and I got 10 reps, trying to do a sort of sweeping rowing motion, not, just pulling with the arms. But I wanted higher reps. We're trying to get 12 to 15 reps. So I moved down to the 40-pound dumbbells and I got 2 sets of 15. And it was a fun movement. Maybe can think about doing this version of a chest supported row on my next running of Raider. Then, like I'm saying, uh, the next exercise I typically do is a quad extension, but in the program it's written as a leg press, so I decided to use the leg press. I did 190 for 3 sets of 12, and this is super lightweight, especially compared to what I'm squatting. But just with how leg press machines kind of like squish my back, it's very uncomfortable for me, and I'm very prone to injury on it. So I just wanted to keep it light and get some work in. Anyways, I was glad to have this gym on vacation, to have weights on vacation, to not have to, go outside, go for a run, do calisthenics sort of thing. And then for the hip thrust, I didn't have anything to mimic it. I could have used a barbell, but I really felt like there was nothing to set it up on. So, is what it is. We're going to come back the next week, hip thrusting 4 plates for 3 sets of 10. That's the goal. So, that has been Raider week 3. Today is Sunday. I am 2 days into Raider week 4. And tomorrow, Monday, I start back up classes. It's crazy, I know. It feels like we just got on break. I feel like I just got on break, but now it's time to be off of break. So it's back to work of schoolwork and real work, new job, new classes, same gym, trying to keep a routine, trying to figure out how I'm going to fit the gym into my routine because it was so open before. But we're going to figure that out together, guys. And not sure how the videos are going to come flowing, if they're going to be hard to make or easy to make, if I'm going to have the time or not. I'll try and keep you guys updated. I know I'm mostly just talking to my mom, but yeah, I'd like to keep this up for myself. It's something that I can look back on and use to improve my training. So if I can't make a video, I'll just go back to classic log booking, writing things down either on my phone or a piece of paper. But yeah, that's been it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good one.